all dear students. How is your study going on? I am sure you all are studying well and writing the exercises in your English homework notebook. Today we are going to learn the poem from second unit, that is Wind, which is written by Subramania Bharati. Actually, this poem is translated from the Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan. The rhyme scheme of the poem. The entire poem is written in pre-verse. There is no rhyme scheme in this poem. Theme of the poem. The central idea of the poem is that we should be strong in mind and body. The mind will be our friend when we are strong. Actually, the wind represents the difficulties and challenges we face in our life. We should encounter them boldly. Reading of the poem. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god knows and crushes them all. He won't do what you tell him. So, come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. The poet of this poem is Subramania Bharati. Actually, this poem is translated from the Tamil by A.K. Ramanujan. Subramania Bharati, 1882 to 1921, is a great Tamil poet, famous for his patriotism in the pre-independence era. A.K. Ramanujan is a Kannada and English poet, well known for his translation of classical and modern poetry. There are few new words in this poem. Poking fun, making fun of. Rafters, sloping beam supporting a roof. Windows, blow grain free of chaff. Separate grain from husk by blowing on it. Reading of the stanza. Wind, come softly. Don't break the shutters of the windows. Don't scatter the papers. Don't throw down the books on the shelf. There, look what you did. You threw them all down. You tore the pages of the books. You brought rain again. Explanation of the stanza. When a strong wind blows, it causes lots of destruction. The glasses of the windows shatter. Not a single thing remains at its place and everything becomes messy. Sometimes strong winds bring rain along with them, which make the situation more worse. Hence, the poet is requesting the wind to blow softly. He is telling it not to break the shutters of the windows, not to scatter the papers, and not to throw down the books. The poet blames the wind for the damage it made. He says that the wind threw all the books down and tore their pages. Initially, the poet was talking about the destruction happening indoor only, but in the last line, he speaks about the rain brought by the wind which damages the outdoor as well. Sometimes heavy rains can lead to floods, loss of property and life. Wind is referred to life and the problems brought by the wind are referred to the obstacles that we have in our lives. Reading of the stanza. You are very clever at poking fun at weaklings. Frail crumbling houses, crumbling doors, crumbling rafters, crumbling wood, crumbling bodies, crumbling lives, crumbling hearts. The wind god winnows and crushes them all. Figures of speech. In this stanza, there is a one figures of speech, that is personification. In this figure of speech, wind has been personified. When the poet says you are, he is referring to wind as you. That means he is treating wind as a person. Explanation of the stanza. The poet is addressing the wind. He says that the wind is clever. It knows that tricks and pranks to play with the weak. The poet uses the word winnows because the poet wants to relate the process of winnowing with the activities done by wind and with life. Winnowing is a process in which the unwanted weak chaff is separated from the grains with the help of wind. In the same way, the wind god chooses and separates the weak houses, weak doors, weak rafters, weak wood from the strong and crushes them. Similar are the situations that take place in our life when problems or difficulties discourage and dishearten us. They break us, our hearts, and our bodies. Reading of the stanza. He won't do what you tell him. So, come, let's build strong homes. Let's join the doors firmly. Practice to firm the body. Make the heart steadfast. Do this, and the wind will be friends with us. Explanation of the stanza. The poet stops talking with the wind and starts talking to us, that is, readers of the poem. The poem informs us that the wind won't listen to us. We cannot control it. So, instead of requesting the wind, let us build strong homes. Let us join its doors and windows firmly so that they could sustain strong winds or bad weather. After doing so, the wind would not be able to harm us or our property. As it cannot harm us or our property, the wind will no longer be our enemy. It will become our friend. Similar in our life, it brings many challenges, difficulties, and complications. But we should not panic or get scared. Instead, we should make ourselves strong physically and mentally. If we make ourselves strong, we will be able to conquer all the challenges and thus will enjoy our life and it will become our friend. Reading of the stanza. The wind blows out weak fires. He makes strong fires roar and flourish. His friendship is good. We praise him every day. Explanation of the stanza. The poet says that the wind can be bad and good as well. It blows off weak fires and it strengthens the huge blazing fires. In the same way, weak people get easily discouraged or demotivated by the problems faced by them in life and eventually lose hope. Whereas, on the other hand, life encourages, motivates, and prospers the strong people who overcome the problems with determination. Hence, friendship with life is good. It will help us to fight against odds and deal with problems in a positive way. We should admire life for its teachings. In short, this poem tells us how to deal with the difficulties and challenges we have in our lives. Exercise of the poem. Students, you have to write answers of the questions in your English homework notebook. Link for guidance.